to where I live. I'm gonna hear the street names that they're calling out, or the buses calling out. And when I hear one that I think is closest to my street, I will pull the yellow cord.
Michigan Avenue, Northeast. Stop requested. Taylor Street, Northeast.
Thank you. Alright, so it did not, it actually didn't say my street, so you have to account that that's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't say your street out loud. Sometimes it won't show it on the display because it's not working or whatever. So, so I happen to know where I live and I recognize my neighborhood. Now, if you're traveling in an unfamiliar area, you won't have that luxury. But anyway, I knew my street was coming up, so I pulled the cord and had them stop. So you got to hear some conversation. There's nice people on the bus today. Sometimes there's crazy people on the bus that are screaming and yelling, but today there were just nice old people on the bus, so that was good. So anyway, so here I am at the 80 bus stop, and it's kind of at the other end of my street. This is my street over here, Taylor Street. So this is kind of an example of why you wouldn't want to just get off of the bus at a random stop if you realized you were going the wrong way, because here we are, we're just in a neighborhood where if you don't know, you know, if it's somebody that lives here or somebody that lives nearby, or you don't live here, then you're going to have a problem. So whenever you're starting to ride buses and you're kind of experimenting, you really want to do your research. You want to have plenty of time to make a mistake, because if you get off the bus, like say I just got off the bus here and was like, oh man, this isn't really where I'm supposed to be. I look at an address, maybe I was going to an address and I looked at it wrong, and I'm in this neighborhood that I'm not that familiar with and I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to get on the bus going in the opposite direction. if that were to happen to me, but I'm gonna have to wait a while because usually buses, like right now the buses are running like, or at least this 80 bus, it runs a little more frequently, but some of the buses it's like every 30 minutes, so you're gonna have to wait for like at least 30 minutes. And for this bus stop, let's see if we can find the one on the other side, because I see this one here on this side of the road, and I think the one on the other side of the street is across this intersection. Okay, so it's in the same general area, but it's not right across the street. All right, so you gotta know those things. You gotta look around. I don't know if you can really see it from here because it's actually kind of far away, but I would have to cross the street twice. I'm trying to see if I can zero in on that sign. There it is. Alright, so anyway, so that's the other side of the street. And you can see there's a big plus-shaped intersection here, which is the intersection of 12th and Taylor. Alright, so I think that's all I need to tell you. Oh, one thing that I meant to tell you earlier and did not. I'm going to walk back over to this bus stop. So you saw when I was at the metro station, there was it's called the bus bays, or like a shelter, a bus shelter. And sometimes you have that, like it's like a little covered place with a bench where you can sit. Now this one does not have anything. All it has is a sign. So if I'm waiting for this bus, I don't want to be hanging around far away from the street because the bus may not see me. There's a big pole here, there's a trash can. If I'm standing over here leaning on this pole, then the bus isn't going to notice me and they might just drive right past me, because this is not a place where a lot of people are waiting for the bus typically. So, and if the bus doesn't need to stop, if nobody has asked to get off and there's nobody standing there waiting to get on, then the bus is not going to stop. They're going to zoom past. So if you know you're going to get on this bus, the next one that's coming here, then what you want to do is you want to stand right under the sign. You want to stand close to the street, and you could look in the direction where the bus would be coming from, and you can wait and see, like when you see the bus getting close, then you can get really close to the edge of the street. You might not want to stand too close to it before the bus is coming because you don't want somebody to run over you. So that's that. Here comes the 80 going in the other direction, so we can see that. That's nice. So if we were lost, we wouldn't have had to wait too long to get on this bus. And I'll just let it go, and I will watch it go stop at the stop to cross the intersection. Oh, actually, it's not stopping. So that's a good example of what the bus does when it doesn't need to stop. It zooms right past. It doesn't even slow down. So you have to give the bus warning when you need to get off by pulling that yellow cord, and you have to pull it in enough time for the bus to stop. So there's a lot of interesting things about bus travel, and there's a lot of trial and error. So give yourself chances to mess up and don't be hard on yourself. All right, I will end this now and I'll talk to you later.